Okay guys, so we're in the Pyrenees in the north of Spain. I'm here this weekend for the Buff Epic Trail, 42 kilometers, which is part of the World Skyrunning series. So, been taking it pretty easy with training this week. As you can imagine, it's going to be a tough race. The mountains are pretty high. So right now I'm at about 1500 meters of elevation, but the race itself gets up to 2700. So just a nice easy shakeout run now. The race is tomorrow morning. Went for a run yesterday, got a bit carried away, climbed up to nearly 2000 meters. But yeah, I'm going to just take it really easy now and see what happens, and just shake the legs out before the race day. I always like to do this if I can. But probably going to do a little bit of a small walk down to town later as well to pick up my bib and race. So let's get to it. Very excited for tomorrow's race. We're getting up into those bigger mountains and see how the legs fare on those. It's going to be really competitive. I know that there's some really strong runners here, so I'm really happy with, like, I don't know, top 20, top 10 performance. Definitely going to be as competitive as I can. Just really excited to be in these big mountains and just get to experience them. Feeling very lucky right now. Very lucky. Okay, so just made it to the top here to check the view out. And it's just incredible, guys. Look at it all around. This massive mountain. So yeah, not pushing it today. Should be taking it a lot easier. Just ahead of the race tomorrow. It's gonna be killer. It's gonna be really good fun. But yeah, I'm just super excited to be here. These mountains are massive. So just out for an easy 45 minutes. Just keep the blood flowing, having fun. Can't stay inside on a day like today in the mountains like this. So really awesome. I'm gonna pick up my race bib now, my dorsal, and then yeah, have the race briefing and have a little wander around this beautiful little mountain town and see what's going on in the race expo. So yeah, looking forward to getting my number now and feel the excitement of the race, and then yeah, head back up later and chill out and relax, get a good night's sleep, and then get excited for the race tomorrow. Alright guys, we just finished up. 4 hours 55 minutes. I think I was in 18th or so. That was really tough. The first kind of opening climbs, or the opening climb, went on forever. When I got to the top of that, I definitely felt the altitude, felt a bit lightheaded. And then, but yeah, I'm really happy. The guys, so strong. Just down the hills, it was crazy. I saw some insane wipeouts. Took a bit of a fall myself. Just a few wounds and all good. But yeah, really happy it came from that. That was incredible. The mountains were insane. We had all types of weather. We had hail, rain, storm, lightning right above us, and then beautiful sunshine to finish. So definitely pretty wiped out now. Want to eat a load of fruit and drink all the water. But yeah, definitely recommend it, guys. You want beautiful mountains, technical course, great competition, then go for it. Woo! Okay guys, so it's a few days since the race. This is what I've been up to last week leading up to the race. You know, with a race on the weekend, especially one like the Buff Epic Trail, which was pretty high and pretty far, well, it was a trail marathon, but pretty high and pretty steep, and I knew it was going to be a really stacked field. So yeah, obviously I was just kind of ticking over during the week itself. So you can see on the Monday, I just took it really easy with just 6.5 kilometers, leading into Tuesday then, when I knew I was going to be traveling over to Spain. So Wednesday morning, got myself out for a good run in Barcelona. Really great, 13 kilometers, really easy again, but pushed a little bit, a few little surges on some staircases, 322 meters of climbing, so it was pretty good for a city centre. And then spent the rest of the day walking around the city, so actually covered half marathon just walking. So not ideal to be on the legs for 4.5 hours, but such an awesome city, just needed to explore. So me and Louise had a good time just walking around, seeing all the sights. Thursday morning then, we'd made our way to the Pyrenees for the race. So Buff Epic is in this area. So it's a really gorgeous area. Really enjoyed this really nice easy run. Just nice and easy up the mountain, enjoying the views, checking out the landscape. Next day on the Friday, day before the race. It's important, I really enjoyed to get out and do something to move the body. So yeah, just a nice kind of taper run hike, view appreciation. So yeah, definitely enjoyed the views on this run. You can see a pretty cool pic here. Yeah, this is what I was working with, guys. These mountains, this view is incredible. I was definitely stoked the next day to run the race. So let's check out the race anyway, see how that went down. Yeah, so it's the Buff Epic Sky Race, so it's 42 kilometers, trail marathon. On my watch it showed as 2,700. It was advertised as 3,200, so I'm not sure if they changed the course slightly, but I think my watch maybe could have been slightly out. It certainly felt like it was closer to 3,000 than 2.5. It was a crazy steep course. I really enjoyed every second of this race. As you can see, this area is so beautiful. There's lots of lakes, lots of high mountains. But going into the race itself from the start, it just felt like a sprint. It felt like I was going for a Strava course record at the mountain. We started in a spot, as you can see, you know, between 1,000 and 1,500 meters. So already started at a decent elevation. Worked our way all the way up to 2,700 meters here at the high point of the race. So just this straight start here in, you know, just under 10 kilometers was a lot of climbing, and these guys were really fast. So yeah, it kind of blew me away. I knew that there was going to be a strong field, but everyone was working flat out from the start, it seems. And if you look at my heart rate, it definitely was pretty high for me, up here in the kind of 185s. Over here it's showing 193. I'm not sure if that's my watch being completely accurate there, but definitely shows a pattern of how hard I was working. I was working really hard in this race. Maybe the altitude got to me a little bit as well. Anything over 2,000 meters, you can kind of feel it a lot more in your body. And heading up then past that, so when I got to this top climb here, after an hour and 18 minutes of climbing and working really hard in the field, I knew I was in the top 20, so I was really happy with that. And I just wanted to try and sustain that place as best as I could. And getting to the top of this climb, I certainly felt a little bit dizzy. And then the pace didn't settle at all. These guys were flying down these mountains, incredibly steep. You can see, you know, 45%, 46%, 50% gradient there. So it's really steep, really technical descents, as well as, you know, really steep and technical climbing. So it was great fun. Hadn't been on any trails like this for a while, so I was really happy to be able to maintain the pace that I did on the ups and the downs. Haven't done anything as technical as this in probably some time. Everything in Thailand, it's definitely technical, but it's different. It's, you know, it's a lot more roots, a lot more kind of mud, whereas this was just pure kind of rock hopping and lots of scree. So it was great fun coming on these mountains. Saw some crazy wipeouts, as I think I said, but these guys were machines. So going through the race, you can see there was lots of climbing, lots of descending, lots of time above 2,000 meters. So I know that moving forward towards CCC, which is going to be, you know, similar kind of elevations to this race now, I need to be working on this kind of altitude, basically getting my body prepared for working at a high intensity, high level in races, with obviously the altitude affecting your oxygen uptake and making you feel increasingly fatigued for where you're at. So this is something I'll be working on in the following few weeks, and I'll get you guys up to date with that in some future videos to tell you what I'm up to. But we can see now the race was just pretty intense all the way through, and I felt really strong. Felt like I definitely gave a good effort in this race, really strong. Didn't kind of back down at the start. I knew the guys around me would be really strong climbers and really strong descenders, but again, just put myself in the right position, worked hard, tried not to let too many people climb away from me too quickly, and you know, that's respected in my heart rate. You can see I was definitely working high, so I'm really happy about that, putting the intensity in. It's races like these that I really wanted to get into this summer leading into CCC. I knew that the talent field would be massive here in Spain. Some of the best mountain runners in the world, obviously Kilian Jornet, Spanish guy. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. But yeah, lots of incredible mountain runners here. In this race, the field was definitely really high and really stacked. I think before the race, there was like a little predictor sheet going off your ITRA scores, and I was predicted to finish in 17th. So I'm really happy to have come through in 19th, because I was definitely working really hard and really proud of my effort. So it was a great learning curve for me. Definitely great to put myself in this kind of sky race conditions, where you have to work on technicality, but also the intensity of the racing is really high. So definitely looking forward to doing more sky races in the future. Really good fun, and leading up to a race like CCC, which is obviously longer, more climbing, but the intensity of the race will probably be just as high, if not higher than this, with it being such a competitive race. I knew that obviously doing some of these shorter races would be a great preparation leading into that. So CCC is on the way. I'm looking forward to knuckling down for some hard training for it, but next week I've got myself the Sierra Nevada Trail Marathon in Granada, so that's where I'll be heading. So I'll keep you guys in tune and see what happens there. But I'm looking forward to getting out there on some other mountains now, exploring a different part of Spain and having fun there. So if you guys like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be a bit more settled from very soon, so I'll be doing a lot more kind of coaching videos again. So let me know, guys, what you want to see from those. But yeah, guys, hope you all having your own adventures and challenging yourself and doing some awesome races around the world, wherever you are. Thanks for watching and happy rowing.